Well, to encapsulate a life of 90 years, Sean's done fantastic there. I have to argue with Sean at one point when he says he went to the game with a determination and a hunger and enthusiasm. I don't think that's actually right. I think these are great qualities. I think that anyone with an inner determination, inner strength, are successful. And that's what proved Sean's career as a player. Most of my players, the great ones I've had, all had these qualities. So you cannot underestimate the value of what Sean had. Absolutely not. The first impact I had with Sean was in the Beachwood restaurant. Like Kathy and I used to go on a Saturday night, made sure through Pat Harkins would have a table next to his jock and Sean. And I would pump him for knowledge. I was with the Rangers at the time, I may tell you. And they were great, fantastic, listening to him with the games, and they would ask about my games, etc., etc. And one Saturday night I says, you know, at this time I was really into coaching, going to coaching schools everywhere. I said, I'd love to come watch your training. They both looked at one another, and that was their answer. I think it was a no. And as I grew up, a little bit older, I was at that famous game when Sean proved his courage, which we all know about. He was tough, as they said, he was tough. And one of his early games with Celtic, he played against Clyde, and Clyde had a midfield player called Sammy Baird, he was about ruthless. And Sammy kicked him in the head near towards the end of the match. It was coming towards the end of the season, and Sam disappeared down to England, down the road, I think. Played for Preston North End for many years. Came back to Rangers, and a replay at Ibrox Park. It's Brickhard was at the game. It was Brickhard ground. They drew 4-4 on the Saturday at Celtic Park, came to Ibrox and beat Rangers 2-0. Anyway, his time had come. It was a 60-40 in Sammy's favour. Now I must tell you, in these days, a tackle didn't necessarily mean there's a ball there. It's more of a collision. Sean breaks his collarbone. Sammy's lying prostrate out on the ground. Carried off in the stretcher. Sean will not show his pain. Goes across, and Sammy puts his head up, looking for comfort. I've waited 6 years in this, Sammy. So he had a long memory. A long memory. But I learned some things this morning, listening to Myron and the daughters and Sean. And I have to say, I thought it was fantastic humour he had. He looked in the mirror a couple of weeks ago, and Sinead's, I went like that. Don't you leave me. Fantastic humour. But also that over the years he became a great friend of mine and a great supporter of me. And it is great observation, which I must say only Kathy's got. He's able to tell, watching me to tell you when I'm angry and when I'm happy. I was always angry. But what a fantastic man, and it's a privilege for me to be here. When Myra asked me that, honestly, I was terrified. How am I going to get through this? And somehow you have to find a way, because what you're telling is really the truth about man. And I think that's the most important thing. You know, the legacy he leaves for all of his friends as a football man is true. For his family, without doubt, they've got to absorb the pain of his passing. And the only thing that happens is your faith. And young Sean has pointed to great faith. And I think that is really important. Time passes, and sometimes you'll cry, sometimes you'll laugh, but the memories will always be there, and you're blessed with more memories than any of us. And thank you for giving me this privilege of speaking about a really great man.